What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Before we get too into this video, I did want to do a shout out for the sponsors of this video, and it is Pete and Pedro. I just recently found out about these guys and checked them out and asked if they'd be interested in sending something out to the channel. They did. But Pete and Pedro, they make a full line of shampoo, body wash, conditioner, a full line of cologne, everything to make you smell really nice. So they did send a couple of things out that I did want to show you guys. This is Pete and Pedro Clean. It is a deep cleansing peppermint and tea tree oil shampoo that smells like straight up peppermint. It smells really, really good. And we're in 2020 and nobody's figured out a way for me to be able to like squish this onto the camera and you'd be able to smell it through your phone or computer. I don't know why that's not a thing yet. But as you can see, I'm in the tub and I'm getting ready to use this. The other thing that they sent over that I'm more excited about is they did send one of their colognes over. They do have multiple different colognes. This one is the Rebel. And this is I don't know if all of them come in this size. This is a 50 milliliter bottle of this. Sexy, spicy, and seductive. And I did try this earlier before I filmed this video. And this stuff smells amazing. This is the only one I've tried, so I haven't tried any of the other ones yet. But this smells really good. I do have, I'm real big into cologne. I do have a brand called London that I got from somewhere. I can't even remember where I got it. It's a blue bottle with some gold writing. That smells really good. And I went and bought another one that was fairly expensive. Versace. That's what it was. Versace cologne Flame, I think it's called. It's in a red bottle. Smells phenomenal. But I do kind of like this one better than both of those colognes. I'm really, really amazed with that. I wasn't expecting it to smell better than my Versace colognes that I have, but I really, really enjoy that cologne. So be sure to check these guys out at peteandpedro.com. I'm going to finish my whiskey and take a bath. So now we're going to actually go on to the regular video. Enjoy. What is up, guys? Hopefully you enjoyed that little intro sponsorship video just as much as I did. Hopefully you had a good laugh. But yeah, be sure to check out Pete and Pedro, a new company I discovered. Really, really like their stuff. Be sure to check them out. But on to the video. Now, probably if you're watching this video, you have gone on Amazon probably and gotten LED bulbs for somewhere on your vehicle. And you've installed them in a signal light, which blinks. And now you're either having an alarm on your vehicle that says your bulb's out, or if you're not having an alarm, as soon as you turn your signal on, it will probably blink regularly 2 or 3 times and then go like sporadic. That is HyperFlash. Now, what is HyperFlash? When you install an LED bulb in a vehicle, if it's in a signal which blinks, if you put a bulb in anything that just comes on and stays on, like a dome light or a running light outside, anything like that, you won't have this problem because it'll just come on and stay on until you cut it off. When you put an LED bulb in a signal which blinks, or anything that blinks, which I don't know why it would be anything else other than a signal, but when you get an LED bulb and put it in a signal or a blinking light on your vehicle, chances are you're going to have this issue with HyperFlash, which is it's getting like too much power and it starts going crazy, and your vehicle might tell you you have a bulb out, but you don't really. And I have this weird occasion on my 2020 Silverado, and you might be wondering why I'm not standing beside it. It's because it's still broke. If you haven't seen the video on that. I did a video on how the brand new truck I just bought is broken at the dealership. At time of filming this, I think it's been like 2 or 3 weeks that I haven't had it, so that's spectacular. But that's why we're in here talking about this, not beside the truck. But I did do this on my 2020 Silverado. I did a LED conversion because it was really weird because they did some LEDs in the truck, but not all of them. Don't know why. So I went and did all LEDs. Everything that wasn't LED, I switched over. After I did that, I have a 2017 Traverse that my wife drives, and since being in my truck and all the LEDs and how wonderful it is and the brightness and everything like that and the crystal clear light, kind of like that right there, and not the like gold dim kind of color which was in that, which is a regular halogen bulb. Since being in my truck and then getting in her car and seeing that, I was like, all right, I'm going to change all of these out to LEDs as well. So I did that, changed everything over. Everything's real nice, but as like when I put the LED bulbs in my truck on the blinking lights, I had this hyper flash problem. Now, there are 2 different ways you can resolve this issue. When I went and got LED bulbs, I just went on Amazon and found the bulb that I needed that was LED and just found the cheapest one I could get and got that. Don't do that. When you go online and look for bulbs, you need to make sure that they say, or not even on Amazon, wherever you're looking, you need to make sure that it has a resistor on the LED bulb, which helps regulate the flow of power, and it will function like your regular halogen bulb. Now, there are 2 different ways you can go about this. You can, before you get the LED bulb, make sure they have the resistor in the bulb already, which there are more than one company out there that does this, but not all of them, which is why when you go on Amazon, before you buy them, look in the description and make sure it says that. If it doesn't, don't get it. Especially if, and not all of these bulbs, but if you're looking at putting an LED bulb in a blinker light that blinks, you're going to have this issue, so be sure you see that. If you don't want to go that route, they have resistors that you can wire into your vehicle. Now, you can get these online, and I think you can get them at auto parts stores. You're usually looking at about 20 bucks. I don't know if you can just get one of these and wire it in somehow to all of them, or if you need to buy one for each side, like if you do front, back, if you need one for each place, if you need to get 4, I don't know, and I'm not a fan of doing that, especially not on a new vehicle. You're much better off to just go back, like me. I've already ordered bulbs that didn't have them in them. Instead of going and getting however many resistors you need, and then you've got to wire them into the vehicle, you're better off to just go ahead and cut your losses and go get the bulb that you should have gotten to begin with. So that is the thing that I recommend doing, and is what I'll end up doing. And a company on Amazon, there is more than one. I know I've talked with a company called Last Fits, Lasfit. They didn't have all that I wanted, so I didn't end up going with them. But I know the bulbs that they have do have the resistor on them. But also on Amazon, it's a company called Auxilium, I think. They have the resistors on them. Now, with what I needed, not on the Traverse that I have, because both of those were amber, and it was the 7440 bulbs. They're easy to find in amber with the resistors. You're going to have an issue with finding ones that are clear 7440s with resistors. That's why I didn't go with that other company. I went with Auxilium off of Amazon, because if you dig down into it, they offer amber 7440 with resistor and clear 7440 with resistor. And on my truck, particularly the 2020 Silverado, on the front, I needed 2 amber 7440s. On the rear, it's got 2 bulbs on each side for a brake and signal, both of which blink for the signal. So I needed to get those. I went cheap and got some off-brand off of Amazon. that didn't have resistors on them, and now I'm having the alarm on my computer on the truck. Every time I turn my signal on, it says there's a bulb failure. So if you go back on Amazon, if you've done this, type in Oscillum, I think that's how you say the name, on Amazon. If you're looking for 7440 or any bulb rather, but specifically 7440, especially if you've got my truck, the 2020 Silverado or the 2019 Silverado, or probably any Silverado, you're going to have one bulb up front that's probably going to be amber, and you're going to have two on each side that you need to be clear because it's in a red lens, so you're going to want them clear.
Motion detected at the front door.
There's somebody at my front door. But Oscillum is the only company I've been able to find. That's probably not the only one. The battery's about to die. We're going to make this quick. So it's probably not the only one, so don't crucify me. But that is the one that I found and ended up going with because they had the amber 7440 with resistor and the clear 7440 with resistor. So I hope this helped. You don't need to get the resistor and wire it up into your lights. You're probably better off to just cut your losses and go back online and find the bulb you need that already has the resistor in it. So you can just pull the bulb out that you shouldn't have gotten and put the bulb that you should have gotten to begin with and put it in there, and you're done. So hopefully this helps you guys if you're having this hyperflash problem. This resolves the issue. If you like this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up and let me know all your thoughts down in the comment section below. If you're interested in the 2020 Silverado, I've done a bunch of different videos on different stuff I've done to the truck. I think there's a whole playlist on my channel. If you're interested in seeing any of that, be sure to check that out. Be sure to get subscribed if you haven't yet to the channel. And I'll see you guys next time. See ya.